I think we had an outage. I think we had a great outage on my channel. Where is my... Ah, and here's the reveal. Typical to me. Typical for sure. I hope you find me, my creepy friends. I hope you come to your senses. I hope you are a great asset for sure. This is what happens when you lose your brain. This is what happens when you lose all sense of your companionship, of your fruity nutcha, and your pacifier. You are an extraordinary scene. I look for you everywhere, and all I find is pickled cauliflowers. I know, I know the difference between you and a green chili. I just know it in my heart and my brain, you see. I've known it since the beginning. I have known it forever. I know who you are because I am everyone and no one together. Elvis! We are now on my 101 video ever. This always happens to me. When I went down, my head hit the USB, and even the slightest touch seems to destroy the stream, disconnect the camera, send me hurling into the supreme world of the pickled onion. So here we are once more, because I have a lot more to tell you, a lot more to say. I am not here forever. Why not spend it to you? That was very unserious of you. I apologize to me, Elvis, for sure. However, I am in great spirits. Look at the guy. He has a mustache. The music analyst. He also has a mustache. Like Freddie Mercury, he reminds me. He is a big fan of Queen. He is a great fan of Queen. He said his top singer ever is Freddie Mercury. And his second is Michael Jackson. Freddie number one, then then Michael Jackson. He put as number two. So that is his channel. He is a bit like mine. Uh, he reacts to things, to music, and he also live streams. He has been good for sure. I have enjoyed listening to his live streams on Discord, where he talks to people in real time. Voice chat. Maybe I will join his voice chat soon. I have just been very busy. To me, I am a butterfly when I am high. That is crazy. For sure. Here is my phone. Here is my lighting, which I'm not using. Let's put it on. Oh no, I knocked the battery. I knocked the battery out, so we cannot use it. I have to find that crime for sure. Everyone has left now. It's baffling to you. I knew this would happen. Whenever I'm getting on a roll, my camera shuts off. Just the tiniest little nudge, and it disappears into the cosmos. But here we are once more. At least we are trying for you. So, I have Bobby Metal coming up, I believe. I think Matilda sent you into overdrive. It was a combination of Matilda Gothica, Richard Townsend, and music analyst for sure. Music analyst I've never seen on my channel before, let alone a live stream. I am always on his live streams, the music analyst. So those three things shook me to my temptations, and I scoured, and I howled, and I blew myself away. This is the meaning. This is the tapestry. I always talk to you. Pia Linquid 19. Welcome. You were not in my part one of the stream. And here you are. Amazing scenes. Extraordinary to me. Welcome, Pia Lindquist 2019. I am blowing my brain into oblivion. Happy Thanksgiving for sure. Good. How are you today, Elvis? How are you, Pia Lindquist 2019? What happens when we reach 2020? Will you fade into the realm of dust and stars? Or will you exceed expectations and evolve and adapt to you? Good for me. Did I ever take a look into D-Start? I reacted to D-Start, did I not? They were the band. Were they a Dutch band? They were the band who had very creepy zombie CGI people, I believe. Yes, I just did that one song. I did not look into any others. I did not listen to any more music other than that video. What would you suggest, Elvis? What is next for D-Start and I? I will wait for their return from the depths of the sea, and I will tell them, come back to me. Where is Richard? I hoped to talk to Richard about his pink beard, but unfortunately, all does not go as you expect in the world. Wouldn't you? Richard! Welcome to you! Indeed. I was just talking about you literally a second ago. To my good acquaintance Elvis McGentrix, who tells me I should do kitty kitty for insight into a Dutch perspective of American politics. Elvis, you put forth the most boring, most mundane, most complicated, and the most juvenile suggestion ever. Is it a song? If it's a song, I will do it. There was a band that you told me, wasn't it, Elvis? You told me there was a band that was parody, satirical. Was it the same band or a different one? What accent do you have, Mr. Munchin? This is a great reveal for you if I were to share it. What would happen to the Fruity Loops, Captain Crunch, or Cinnamon Swirlies? Destruction for all, indeed. Kylo, Bane, Tutu, and corruption. These are the meanings. These are the sensations to me. Let's try not to cut out this time. I better not get too close to the USB or it will be bye-bye to you. He was. That's where I came back. Were you spying on us, Richard? Were you observing from afar before you made your grand entrance? Yes, I admit my crimes. Good! That brings me much satisfaction. That brings me much hope for the future of our world. Thank you for the like, for your subscription, and for your great, great admiration, praise, and worship of yours truly. And by yours truly, I refer to the mustache guy for sure. I assume you have seen the episode 9 teaser. Artsy plays, vlogs, and more. He is a great person to you. He is my moderator on my main channel, the Moonchin King, which I don't think any of you have seen. No, Elvis has, I believe. Yes, I have seen the episode 9 trailer. I was going to react to it actually, but I still might, even though I've seen it. But just to give my thoughts on it, I'm on both sides at the moment. Both sides, I'm torn, very torn on it. For sure. Excuse me, don't eat my sour cream and onion Pringles. Would you like sriracha hot chili sauce with them, Otzi? I will give it to you. I will sing to you. I will deduct you from the hall of notoriety. Pia Lindquist 2019. How about my crimes? Nightwish Scare Tale. I've only uploaded once today, and it was Nightwish PR. People, I'm sure, are waiting for Bobby Metal, Bandmate, X Japan, One OK Rock, Queen, Oasis, and more. But Scare Tale I have never heard in my life. That is for certain, so. Otzi, I was saying earlier, actually, I was thinking of writing a script for the Moonchin King, and I considered hiring a comic artist to to draw a page for me. What do you think about that? Where's your request in queue? Just curious. Wow. Whoa. What was that request? I had the tab open, but sometimes, things get over you. Sometimes you lose it. Sometimes you cannot fathom going on, going forward, and so you just fall down. In self-destruction, that was an example for you. Do remind me what it was. Um, I will try and do as much as possible today, actually. Why not? Yes, the problem is if you go on the website Fiverr, you can look at comic artists, but they charge you per page, and per page it can be like £40, £60, £80. Black and white is cheaper, but I was thinking color would be greater, so I'm thinking I could write a script and maybe Matilda can. Your sister Dynamic actually offered to do a comic for free. I haven't asked Matilda yet, but I'm not sure how professional looking it would be. But Matilda is getting better every day, for sure. For a copy or just to see them. Well, they send you it, I believe. I won't print it out at first. Maybe if I do, I will have to purchase page by page, and if there's demand, I'll do the next page because it's quite expensive to hire an artist for one page. Like 20, even if you go at the bare minimum wage, it would be £20 black and white, £20 to £40 per page. And a whole comic is usually 20 to 22 pages. You do the maths. And then a graphic novel, of course, is much longer. So I'll do the first page, pay it, no problem. And then I'll see how my audience likes it. And if they want more, I can do a next page. Maybe I can do like a crowdfunding uh for the next page or something. It won't be expensive, like £40. But obviously if I'm going to pay for an entire comic, it will add up if it's just me on my own. So that would be helpful for sure. But I'll pay for the first page myself because that's something that I want to do for sure. Write a story. I considered drawing it myself, but I think, just for time's sake, life is very short, so why not get a professional who have dedicated many hours to their craft. Hey dude, you had time when the link went down to get rid of bundle of evidence behind you. There is a dead body for sure. Ah! That is karma to me. I love my evidence. I love my criminality. I want you all to be exposed to the brilliant nature. We don't have to hide anymore. We don't need to be oppressed. We need to be proud of who we are. Fight for our rights to be criminals indeed. Happy Thanksgiving. Ah, okay, for them to make it for you. Yes. You can go on the website Fiverr, Fiverr, and type in comic illustrator, comic artist. And there are some people with a lot of good reviews. It doesn't have to be the best looking thing ever, but it would be great to get something very competently done just to see what it would be like. But of course, I need to write a good script, even if it's just for one page to start with. See how people like it. And if you do like it, then we can do some more. Hopefully with the same artist. I believe in most cases, you keep 100% of the rights. If you pay them to hire them to do the art, I think a lot of the time they allow you to use it for commercial use. You can do with it whatever you want. Put it on Amazon, Kindle, or on a website like Webtoons or something like that. But it's not really for money. But I'm just saying, if I ever wanted to at the end, I'll have all of these single pages of comics, put them all together. Maybe I can publish a graphic novel one day if I collect them. Who knows? But that's just an idea at the moment. I haven't really gone into detail about the story or anything like that. I'm thinking more like a vigilante type thing at the moment. The Moonshin King, for sure. Obviously, I can't use this face, otherwise, it would just be V for Vendetta. I would use this color scheme. I would use the gloves. I would use glasses and a hat for my character. And I think my mask would basically be this material, black, like it used to be. If you, not on this channel, on my main channel, I always had this over my face and it was black. So that would be a very creepy figure, a very mysterious, uh, very dark, shadowy figure for sure. Who would be my enemies, however? Maybe it's you, Tom Green. You are a spy for sure. On a scale of badgers to unicorns, how much do you like Nightwish? I think knight represents the badger much better, so I'll go badger for sure. Unicorn sounds too fairy airy for Nightwish. Nightwish are hard. Nightwish are sorcerous. Nightwish are powerful beyond the darkness, indeed, and beyond the light of a fairy airy Tinkerbell. Unicorn! The badger is evil. The badger is a squirmy being. So much aura it exhibits across the globe. I wouldn't be surprised if the badger were to take over humanity by the year 2032. That is just a promise to you. Don't worry. To me! So, that is something I'm considering doing in the near future. Just to get it done, you know. I could try and learn how to draw, learn how to do this digital art, but just to get something done is a great thing for sure. Of course, I could hire someone to write the thing, but you know, I think I am capable of writing something. I think everyone can write something. And if you can't actually write it, then you can think of an idea and then tell someone else to write it for you. But I want to try to write a script. It's just a comic. I don't want to demean comic writers, but it's not like a 40,000, 50,000 word novel. That's going to be a lot of work and a lot of time. And if you quit halfway through that, you're going to be very frustrated. But if you quit halfway through writing a comic book, there's not a lot of writing to be thinking about there in terms of on the page, but you'll have to have a good idea behind it for sure. Have you noticed my for sure has gone a bit more soothing for you? Sort the bed out. Ah, artsy I would, really I would, but I'm not wearing, what do they call it in England? Trousers. And I'm not wearing socks. If I were to get up, you would see very, very extraordinary beings on my lower half for you. Welcome, Scenario the Hedgehog. You are very dedicated to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Great to see you, Scenario. Great to see you, Artsy. Great to see you, Tom Green, Elvis McGentrix, Richard Townsend, and Pia Lindquist 2019. And all who may suffer, and all those who may hide, and all those who may rise. Thank you to me for your money. That was a joke I told when I was a very young boy and I got slapped on the mouth by a very obese girl who was 5 years old. Yup, Scenario. It is great to have a good gang in here. Otzi, are you known by the name of Jeff? Are you also known by the name of Jeff or the Cookie Monster? 10 viewers on the stream. A welcome to me. Ha! 9. 9. What you do? 8 for me. Thank you. You are the greatest trip ever, Townsend. You would know. You would know about extraordinary trips. Artsy, Richard. No, Artsy, Scenario, Tom Green. Richard is the greatest captain ever. He was a very extraordinary captain. He loves to travel as a captain. People loved him as a captain. He got much respect as a captain. He got much laddies as a captain. And he got lots and lots of food as a captain. No, I'm not. I shall make fan art for all. Oh yes, Scenario, did you send the fan art? I gave you my address. I haven't checked. Maybe I should check now. That would be very an opportunity of me. Scenario drew a very lovely picture of me wearing his prized possession. His very funky hat, indeed. I'm looking at my monitor, by the way, by the way, by the way. Scenario, you didn't send it. Ah, I will wait for this crime, for sure. No worries to you, Pia Link Kista 2019. You are very funky. To you. Farewell, my Munchin. Take care, my Munchin. I have returned for you. Ah. I'm going to update it today. Hmm. What is your profile picture, Artsy? Is it you? It usually is you. It's very dark to see. Richard, I see a nice bulbous face. Very cheery face, for sure. Scenario, I see a hedgehog, I believe. Richard has a great profile picture, nice and bright. Lovely beard! We need to talk about your beard, Richard. I need to know the progress. Updates are in hand. Actually, I accept the challenge. You make him the greatest profile picture ever, Scenario, and he will love you till his dying extravagance. Actually, I had the license, but never got to sale as. No need to be modest, Richard. We know you sailed the seven seas in your dreams. That's all that is needed to make a happy life for your needs. Yes, I need your email account in order to send it. Did I not reply to your comment Scenario? I thought I replied to it. Uh, Maybe I thought I replied, but did not. I'm sure I did, however. It's the moonchinking@gmail.com. I will type it here in the chat. Why not for me? At gmail dot. Imagine trying to type with such stubs on your crimes. Ah, good. Very dramatic. You noticed, Richard. I die for sure when people leave. Actually, you never leave me, Richard. You stay till the end. Whenever I've done a stream so far, you are always there in my dying moments. But don't feel obligated this time around. I'm sure you have many great meetings to be eating at, to be drinking at, to be cursing at. For sure! I will make extraordinary for you. Scenario. I really enjoyed your picture because not many people have drawn me with this mask, actually. I believe only Artie's sister has. But which sister is it? Chloe, possibly. Or was it Dynamic? Um, hmm. One of Artie, I would guess it was Dynamic. Dynamic and you are the only ones to draw this mask. This was only meant to be temporary, this mask. I got this at Halloween. Artsy will know what I looked like before. You can see on my main channel. Not my real face, but it was basically this mask, this fabric pulled all the way up, and I had another at the top. This one, in fact, pulled all the way down, and that's all it was. Ah. Thunderstorms! Wow, lucky for you, Richard. Why would you want to stay in during a thunderstorm? Thank you for the like, indeed. Thunderstorms give you abilities. Have you never seen The Flash? I believe he got his powers from a thunderstorm. I would suggest this method of obtaining great power if that is something you wish to enjoy. But it is a great duty. With great crime comes great crime. That is a quote from Spider-Man, very famous. So, was never a superhero or comic book guy. Surprising, Richard. I would have guessed that you were. But here we are. Here we are. I'm sure you'll be a great fan of comics once I get mine out. My terrible comic will come out one day. I will do it. You know, sometimes you just need to do things, even if it turns out terribly. Get it done. And if it's terrible, do it again. Or move on and learn something from your absolute failure of an existence. Indeed, have a new existence every day. Every day is a new opportunity for you and to you and to me, I suppose. If only I had a face to enjoy it. That's a bit better. Needed an update. Profile pic is being uploaded. Did Scenario send you a picture, or is it your own photo? Matilda Gothica! It would be you did it to me. Thank you, Matilda. Sorry for the stream. It ended abruptly. If I just as much as nudge this USB, then the camera shuts off my webcam. Terrible for sure. Always into music since I was a kid. I would read your comic. Because you know, Richard, some people would say listening to Japanese metal kawaii is a bit nerdy. Similar to how people enjoy comic books. It's a bit nerdy. Similar to how people obsess over chess, I suppose. A bit nerdy. But I suppose there are different cliques, different niches of nerds. They don't necessarily overlap everywhere. And here we are. Thank you, though, Richard. Thank you. I'm not intending to. Oh yes, Matilda. I haven't told you. Oh, that is a coincidence. I will be your artist if you want. Artsy sister also offered, and now you have offered. But I was considering hiring an artist from Fiverr to get a sort of semi-professional look because they have a lot of experience. But I know you want to be a comic book artist one day. The only comic book I've seen you draw, however, is there was a video on your channel. I was watching it again yesterday. It's called I Wrote a Comic Book or I Made a Comic Book. That's the only one I've seen from you. I wonder how much you have improved since then. But you know, we can all. It's just for fun, really. So it doesn't matter. It would be a great thing, indeed. But as I was saying, it's very expensive. At least £40 a page. And that's in black and white. If it's in color, it might be 60, 80, that kind of price. Baby Metal has a graphic novel. I think I remember you mentioning that before. Maybe I should search that now, actually. Bobby, maybe I can buy that from Amazon. Baby Metal comic. Bobby Metal's new comic book is the most insane thing you'd read today. 20th of February 2019. Apocrypha, the prophet of the fox god. Oh, there is something on Amazon. Oh, I thought my camera went on. It's alright. Looks very mystical. Mysterious behavior. $1834 paperback. Interesting. You should be very proud, Richard. Very proud, for sure. Well, I'm not. I told you, Matilda, I was considering writing a novel or a story about the Moonshine King's adventures. Now I'm considering just putting it into a comic book form. So I was thinking because what happens is comic book writers, they write what happened in each panel. They write the story and the dialogue, but you can hire a comic book artist. And this is what happens in the actual profession. There's you would know from reading all the comics, but there's a writer, an inker, a letterer, and a colorist. But on Fiverr, they ink it and draw it and color it for you. So I was considering writing a story and then hiring an artist to draw it for me. Did I receive it? So Nick, let me just see. Oh yes, Sonic drew me a picture earlier. Hello Richard. Thank you for your email. Hello Thomas Brimson. Who are you? Good to see me. Welcome, no subject. Thomas Brimson, HancockStudents.com. Do say hello in the chat. Hello, Richard. I know it's you. It says in your name. Scenario, I have not received your email yet. Maybe because it has a picture and might take a while. Not sure. I have received an email by Richard and someone called Thomas. I have crimes to commit for sure. Is that you, Thomas? Tom Green? Are you this Thomas Brimson? Is that you? I want to read that now. What, the Moonshine King comic? That's the non-existent comic. It's not even. I need to think of an idea. Because when I actually started the book that I mentioned, and it was quite a light-hearted, sort of very, very surreal, funky book. I only wrote like half a page or something. It had Mrs. Lorenzi sat in there, and the midget spinner just appeared. But I don't even know where I wrote that. Where did I write that? It's probably on my phone, but I don't even know if I'll find it now. But then I imagined the Moonshine King in a sort of dark, sort of mysterious, sort of comic noir style. Like something maybe like Batman Year One. You've read Batman Year One. Imagine the Moonshine King in that sort of style. Oh, it's you, Scenario! Oopsie. Oopsie. Sorry, scenario. You did not have to say anything. I did not see any Gmail, it has no subject, so maybe that was just a test. There's no attachment. But, where are we? You have a comic, have not read it yet. Which comic is that, Elvis? I'm actually making a little movie on GTA in the Rockstar editor. It is hilarious, but a lot of work. The Rockstar editor, not heard of this before. Do you have a PlayStation 4, Richard? I might have asked you before, but I don't think you have. Is it a PC? I feel like if you had the PS4, I would have added you by now. But who knows? Maybe I'm just very creepy for sure. Baby Metal have Funkos. I heard about her. Ah, here they are. Speak of the devils. They are just above the graphic novel on Amazon. Customers who viewed Apocrypha, The Legend of Bobby Metal, also viewed Funko Pop Rocks, Bobby Metal, Yui Metal action figure, Sue Metal action figure. That's also something else I was considering making, a Funko Pop version of me. You know that already. Matilda's drawn 2 versions of the Funko Pop for me. Or for herself, really, but it's of me. Well, she will be sending them one day, hopefully soon. Hopefully, I will receive all the artwork she has done to me. But I was actually looking on Fiverr for 3D printing action figures, not just Funko Pops, but like, you know, like memorabilia, those really expensive statues that people get, the action figures. Could not find anything really, um, but I will keep that in mind in future. Wouldn't it be so cool to have a Moonchin King figurine? Again, I can't really use this face, but well, maybe you could if you just changed it a bit. But the classic Moonchin King is what I have in mind for my comic book. Otherwise, I would basically be V for Vendetta. I want this to be the color scheme for my costume. Maybe even just this, what it looks like. I don't know. Maybe armor underneath. And I want. You remember how I used to look, Matilda? It had this fabric over and this fabric down. And I will have the dark glasses. Not these ones. The dark ones I used to have, which broke. And I never bothered fixing. No worries, scenario. No worries to you. You must disappear. No! How come you can't send a photo? You don't need to disappear, scenario. We are amongst friends here. Great, great friends for sure. Did you take the photo of it? It should be easy to do if you have an iPhone. No worries to you either way. But you could set up an Instagram or a Twitter and just upload it there. Mention me on it or DM me it. I mean, it's free to create Instagram or Twitter, and even if you don't want to use it again, if there's no other way, you could send it to me that way. Let me see. Oh no! My name has been revealed! Bloody hell. No! My name is Thomas. Scenario, you are bringing much attention to your name. It would have gone over everyone's head, but you brought great attention upon yourself. For sure. The Bobby Metal comic, I meant that one. Have you read that, I wonder? Oh, was there a preview? Usually they have a preview. There's no preview of the Bobby Metal, the Legend of Bobby Metal comic. Interesting. Hang on for you. Ah, I see. Maybe you should purchase it, Matilda, but you don't seem to buy off Amazon or online. Who is Elvis McGentrix? I'll show this for you! But it says I have low memory. No worries, scenario. It would just be nice to have it in that digital manner. But maybe I can screenshot your video somehow and maybe crop out the rest. I watched a video the other day where they 3D printed a functioning human heart using stem cells. It was the size of a rabbit's heart. That's creepy to me! Very scary behavior, for sure. Exactly, Richard. I've no clue who this Thomas is. Scenario keeps on worrying about. No clue whatsoever. So, chili in my cup for sure. Uh, I didn't want to lie. Ah. Let me click on this link that Elvis has procured. Is that to the comic? Ah, V for Vendetta. Ah, very cute to me. His hat is actually very different to mine, I think. Well, maybe not. But I think so. His heart is very different to you. But if I were to have a Funko Pop, I would have, of course, my... Wait, where's my scarf? My scarf! Ah! This scarf is a must for the classic Munchin look accessory, as is this funky colors. It's cool, bro. I don't think you need to worry. No worries to you. For sure. I guess. I will see if I can order through the store. You mean the physical store? Can you ask for comics if you go to the physical store? Does Amazon not deliver to Israel? Or can you not be bothered with all of that? I think the scarf actually works better. Yes, it does. It does. For sure. But it always falls off me, indeed. I used to have, if you look on my Instagram, you'll see how I used to look. I might go back to that look because, well, this isn't really me for sure. But at the same time, it's a lot easier to wear a mask like this, solid, than fabric like this that goes up and down. And you can't breathe when it covers your nose. At least here I have nostrils, and I have a hole here. So it gives a lot of benefit like this. And also, I don't have to worry about things, skin sneaking up everywhere. It's nice and clean usually. Sometimes I get some exposure around, but very solid for sure. And especially if I'm streaming like this, it's a lot easier to breathe. And if I'm gaming for hours. I'm not sure if the Bobby Metal comic is still available. It's sold out. It says in stock to me, buy new for $18.34. I can get it by Wednesday, April the 24th to Friday the 26th. So it doesn't look like it is. But this is one from October 2018. Maybe they had a new one after. Discover the myth of the worldwide music sensation Bobby Metal. Tasked with defeating the forces of darkness and division, the metal spirits must travel through a variety of eras of time, assuming different forms and identities. What we are seeing is not the Bobby Metal of the present, It's the original story based on Bobby Metal you've never heard before. The long-hidden metal spirits, Apocrypha of the Metal Resistance, will emerge. Oh, not another resistance! I'm sick of rebels and resistance. Oh well, I'll make an exception for you, Bobby Metal, indeed. There's no preview of it, however, so I've no clue what it looks like, or what to expect, really, other than something very supernatural to me. I wonder why more singers, big pop stars, don't have comic books. Would be a good idea, wouldn't you say? Does not remind me of you much, M. King. What do you mean, Matilda? What do you mean? Do care to expand? A Moonchin bobblehead, I would put it on my dashboard. Convenient you mentioned that, Richard. I actually found a website that does bobbleheads amongst other figures. And I did consider that also. Maybe once I've grown larger, if I ever do. Um, if I grow a big audience, then I can order those. Order some merchandise, things like that. Um, I know there's some really smaller channels that have merchandise somehow, but I don't see the point right now. Unless I'm doing a giveaway. Maybe I'll give things away for my golden moonshins. My golden subscribers. Maybe I'll order the odd figure or t-shirt or something, comic book, to just give away to people. That's an idea. If they can, they will order it for me. That's very lucky. Or is it? Or is it just hard work? Cool, good to know. Yes, the comic's still there. It's actually quite a plain cover. For a comic book, you would expect a little bit more color on it, but it's. I think they're being mysterious for sure. Ah, yes, Richard. People keep telling me to cut the loop off. Maybe I keep it so it helps with my hat. I'm not sure. Does it help with my hat? It's annoying these headphones with this hat. My old headphones were really good, but with this, it doesn't really sit on my head properly anymore, like it used to. It tumbles off a lot easier than it used to. Someone just sent me something on Instagram. Wait, I can't. It doesn't recognize my face, of course, so I have to do it manually. What could it be? Scenario, I wonder. Matilda sent me a photo. Let's witness it. View photo. Bobby Mat. Did you find this from Google? I wonder. Matilda just sent me a photo of the Bobby Metal, some of the comic panels. Very extraordinary scenes I am witnessing. Very surreal. Looks very traditional in a way. Um, Apologies to you, Scenario. I shall figure this out soon. Don't worry your brain, Scenario. Don't die of dehydration. Take your time to you. Take care, everyone. Yes. You should take care of your nose. You should take care of your brain. You should take care of your fingers and your chin and your ears and teeth. Teeth! I'm watching a YouTuber called Boogie2988. Well, I watched him for a while, on and off. He just recently got some. They're not dentures. They are. All of his teeth were plucked out, and he got metal screws with the new teeth into him. You can't take them out and put them back in unless he goes under the operation again to take them out. But they are now a part of him. Very clean teeth because he abused his teeth and his health for many decades. And now he is gaining his confidence back for these replacements. They're not prosthetic, I forget the word. But metal screws for the new teeth. Permanent new teeth for you. But why go through that if you can avoid it? Why go through the swelling and the bruising and all of that money also? Look after your crimes. The photo you were sent. This is from the comic, isn't it, Matilda? Oh, yes, here is a photo of their comic. Good, good. It looks very nice, I would say, of those panels. It looks traditional, like sort of colors and aesthetic to it. But I suspect it will be very peculiar behavior to you. Yes, if they can, they will order it for me. I read that, didn't I? Um, I believe the two new. Where are we at? I believe. I believe. I believe. Where are we? I believe. I believe. I believe. The two new videos, Distortion and Starlight, are meant to kind of convey the feel of the comic. Starlight I've seen, Distortion I have not, so I need to get into. No one has suggested Distortion yet for some reason. But honestly, the cover looks a bit disappointing, I would say. What is the meaning of Apocrypha? Apocrypha. It looks very beautiful scenes inside from what Matilda sent, but the cover probably isn't going to attract many people unless they're already fans of Bobby Metal. But it kind of reminds me of a black hole. Well, it is a black hole, I suppose. A ring of gold, like another dimension. But I feel with a band such as Bobby Metal, so much personality, so colorful in their costumes and their crimes, so energetic and cheeky and ceremonial. You would expect that to reflect on the front cover, that is all. Like how it looks inside. Exquisite behavior. Have you read the comic, Richard? My photo. Have you tried again, scenario? Let me see you. I think the loop is what gives you the problem. I wonder. Could it be? I was under the impression that it keeps it in place a little bit here. Then it has to get over this to go back. If the loop was not there, surely it would slide back a lot easier. But maybe you are right. You worked on an extraordinary ship. You are captain of extraordinary seas. Maybe I should trust you. You have built many exceptional behemoths of creation in your time. I'm sure you know great ingenuity and bad ingenuity from a disaster and a mustard Pringle and bagel. Later tea. I mean, Hedgehog. Don't destroy him, Richard. Your secret is safe with us, for sure. But, Scenario, you show your face on your videos, don't you? It's not like I. This is a different story altogether. Don't worry, Scenario. Don't waste your cells on this matter. Take care to me. Take care for all. Jeffrey Granda, welcome to you. Great to see you, Jeffrey Granda. How's it going, V? You see, that's the thing. If I take off this mask now and replace it with another mask, how I used to be, people will not recognize me anymore. Everyone on this channel knows me as V. But it was not always this way. Just saw your Nightwish reaction. Keep the good work. Thank you to you, Jeffrey. Thank you to you. Are you here just for Nightwish, I wonder? Is that what you subscribed for? Everyone comment what you subscribed for. I think I have an idea what Richard subscribed for. Well, actually, Matilda was from my other channel. Artsy was from my other channel. Scenario was from my other channel. Elvis was from this channel. I don't know if it was probably Bobby Metal, actually. So it's funny. I don't get anyone requesting 1OK Rock anymore, and yet they still get 300 views. No one comments on my 1OK Rock anymore. It's very odd behavior, for sure. That. Oh wait, you should react to some Slipknot like Snuff. Or before I forget, will keep witnessing your crimes. Ah, Slipknot I've never heard of. Well, I've heard of the band Slipknot, but I've never heard Slipknot songs. I could not name one song by Slipknot. So Snuff, I'm assuming Snuff is a song by Slipknot. I will look into it to you. So much I've got to do for you. That is very cool art. For sure. Slipknot would be great. Heretic and I'm live in London. Is Slipknot from the UK or are they US? I was under the impression they were British, but I could be very wrong. Really don't know about them. Other than they look very creepy. I'm sure. Artsy, you're welcome. Did not realize you are still here. Slipknot are a good band, but personally I'm an Avenged Sevenfold Rise Against Rise Against the Machine. Sevenfold. Not heard of those either. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should dedicate one day to all new bands or artists that I've not heard before. Artsy, what was your previous request anyway? Just so I refresh my memory. The one that you were waiting for me to do. Just before I want to get that one out the way before doing the new request that you give to you. I mean the photo Scenario sent you. The doll dose does not remind me of you much. Ah, I see. The doll in the Funko Pop in the picture. Well, it's true. He has a different kind of hat. It's very similar, but his outfit is very different. I don't know. He has a very flat face, that doll. I don't even think it looks like V. It looks like an Asian version of V. For sure. Very flat features to me. No, I haven't. Oh, wait. It's on the list! What's on the list, Elvis? Slipknot is not on the list. Uh, I have the list. I actually recorded the first of the list. It was Iddy. No, what is it called? Yimmy. Yimmy. Limmy. No, Yimmy. That one. In 2015. I forgot where. I thought I was doing link and sync, but I wasn't. I thought I muted the audio, but I didn't. Hopefully it will be alright. I did make the video green, so we have Hulk people, Hulk mistresses in that performance. So I hope you enjoy that if it gets uploaded. But I wanted to do the stream first because if I uploaded that video, that would have been my 100th video ever. And if that was my 100th video ever, I cannot speak, then I cannot call my last stream my 100th video. So I wanted my 100th to be a stream, you see. So that's why I only uploaded that Nightwish one, because that was my 99th. Avenged Sevenfold is awesome. I don't believe I've ever heard of these guys. You should watch Little Piece of Heaven. Ah, that sounds very sickening to me, Richard. Very sickly place is heaven. I'm not sure I could survive. I'm not sure I could enter without turning into great, great, great dust for you. It was probably made in thought of the fans more than to sell to many. The Bobby Metal comic. That's what I had in mind also, Matilda. They're probably, or maybe they're just that famous, that popular, that it doesn't really matter what the comic looks like. They don't need to attract people because the people who would be interested are the people who are going to buy it regardless of the cover. But imagine if people discovered Bobby Metal from the comic. That would be extraordinary for sure. Like how people discover superheroes from the movies, or books from the movies. Most people discover things from the movies because it's the easiest thing for them, the easiest medium that they can comprehend, and the most accessible, for sure, and the most popular. Um, I haven't read it. Originally Bobby Metal guilty as charged, but I tried to watch them all. You are really good and getting smoother. Ah, you are here for Bobby Metal. I thought so, Richard. I knew so indeed. Don't feel obligated to watch them all, for sure, but I do appreciate your crimes indeed. I mean, that's the only great way because people come for one certain band and they don't subscribe, which is understandable because they're just here for that video. They don't care about your other videos. They're here for this video, for this band. And then they leave. Because I used to do this. Even if I come back to their channel over and over and over again to watch more content from that band, I still sometimes am not subscribed because reaction channels can do lots and lots of videos at once. And I'm aware I've done a lot of videos, so I do the same thing sometimes. And I am aware if you get notifications and you see loads of reactions of people you don't care about, if you don't care about One OK Rock, if you don't care about Bandmate and Oasis and Queen and everything in between, and you're just here for that one band, it's very difficult to get people to subscribe. Very hard to get people to want to stay with you throughout and watch every video because that's not That's not why they came to you. Unless every video is Bobby Metal, unless every video is just one band, then maybe that's the best way to grow. But at the same time, that's a great risk also, because eventually, once you start doing different things, you will lose your audience. If every video was Bobby Metal, it's possible I would grow quicker, but then everyone would leave once I change to someone else. So it's a very difficult balance to prove. Um, from Iowa in the USA. You're referring to Slipknot, I believe. Hmm. I thought it would either be United Kingdom or the USA. Yeah, you should. There's so much more great rock music that you can and should experience. Yes, my experience is basically just top 40, and not even in recent times. Top 40 from a few years ago. The last 3 or 4 or 5 years, I've not really been paying much attention to even that. I just listen to, oh, the music, indeed. I just listen to music when it comes on, in passing, I suppose. Or if I'm on YouTube, I will search, oh, the music, classic songs, but not rock or metal or punk. Well, maybe a bit. Yes, none of these bands that I would have found had I not been on YouTube uploading. For sure, doing reactions. Distortion. What's the meaning of distortion? Is that the song? Oh, please, for the love of all creepy, do avenge sevenfold, little piece of heaven. I'll tell you what, I will open this in my tab. Parental advisory, explicit content. 83 million views. Wow. Avenged sevenfold. I will have to for sure. I will do for sure. Maybe I'll do that today for you. Ah, yes, Elvis. I was looking at the list even earlier today, I believe. He sent me a list of Twitch. uh, yes, I've done the first one of the list today, but I'm not sure. I messed it up. I thought I muted the audio, but I did not. So from now on, my baby metal videos are going to be link and sync if they're on Elvis's list. If they're not on his list, then I might just give it a try, normal. Because in the long run, I do worry about YouTube and stuff like that. So, but I will do my best for you. I will be looking at your list indeed for my future Bobby metals. Oh, I see. Thanks. Yes, you can message on Twitch. It's called a whisper, I believe. Oh, welcome on! Sorry to you. You've probably been waiting a while for my greeting. A welcome, a welcome, a welcome, a welcome. Great to see you as ever. I don't mind the cover. How are you, Anne? How are you to you? I would still have a look at it. Hmm. I just don't think the cover represents them well on the surface. But they are very treacherous beings. They twist with your brain and your soul and give you a sensation to behold. You should trust you. You should have faith in you. I came for Bobby Metal, stayed for the entertainment. Entertainment? I don't know what you refer to, Elvis McGentrix. Entertainment. Well, if you find any entertainment round here, do inform me where I can discover this also. I haven't been entertained in many a year. great to have you, Elvis. I imagine you as an elf for some reason, and that's blissful for me. It helps me to sleep. It helps me to pee. Jeffrey, Granda. Think I got to give Bobby Metal a chance. Haven't heard of them, lol. But I see you react to them a lot. Yes, Bobby Metal. Yes, I've been doing them for quite a while now. They were I think my third music reaction ever. Possibly. I think my first was Michael Jackson. And I think my second was One OK Rock. Then my third, Bobby Metal. One OK Rock is my most viewed. That first reaction, which was my second music reaction ever. Never got that high again. Ironic because I don't really have a One OK Rock community at the moment. No one comments on my One OK Rock. But even though people watch them. Yes, you should definitely give Bobby Metal a good chance. Jeffrey, you are here for Nightwish, aren't you? I believe. I think you would appreciate Bobby Metal if you are a fan of Nightwish. I think you would. But maybe some things are not for all. But then Jeffrey had never heard of Nightwish before I reacted to them. And in my last streams, he said he became a fan of theirs thanks to my reaction. So it is a good opportunity to see around the globe. Open your mind to new ideals, to new sorcery, and all that jazzy. Bobby Metal is life. Lol. Elvis, many people give their hearts and their souls and their minds and their toes to the Bobby Metal cause. Ah, Matilda is typing on Instagram. I wonder what she says to me. Listen later, says Matilda. No worries to you, for sure. Wait, there's actually a microphone ability. You can speak without typing on Instagram, but you have to hold it. Oh no, it doesn't recognize my thumb. I cannot hold it down. Wow. Wow! I cannot talk to you, Matilda. Press and hold to No worries to you! It worked. She sent me an audio. Let's hear it.
Maybe that's the thing with the cover ranking for the Baby Metal comic. You know, nothing special, and then you open it and damn, you have that art. Kind of like with Baby Metal. You know, you look and it's a bit weird at first, and then whoa.
Yes, I agree with you, Matilda. They really do surprise you. That is their purpose in life, to expose you of your bigotry, expose you of your preconceived notions about how things should be. And then they smash you. And then they twist you each way and each way and each way. Cheers to me! Ah! For sure. Oh, she is typing. Hang on. Ah! They sure do, says Matilda. Where are we in the chat? Wow, you are going crazy in here! Richard says, you should, Jeffrey. I am a 53-year-old metalhead. That's very young to you. I was really bored with... I thought you were going to say you were really bored with life. But I think that fits also. I was really bored with music and I saw Bobby Metal on YouTube. It made me want to explore more music and reignited my passion for meta again. And that is a great journey, a great story of your discovery. Much wisdom from Richard. He was a great captain, for sure. Jeffrey Granda, for sure. I'll check them out. Trust you guys. LOL. Don't trust me, Jeffrey. You trust you to you. And trust Richard. He was a great captain to me. Oh, welcome, Anne. It's all right. No, it is all right. I am good. Good to hear that, Anne. Very great to hear that. I hope you have a very pleasant life. And if your life is at the end, I hope you have a very pleasant birth. For sure. So, Elvis McGentrix. Oh, good. I am not the creepy old guy. I thought I was the creepy old guy. Interesting. How time flies for you! Elvis, Richard. Nope. Join the club. Join the club. You would be the best captain of the best club in the best area of town, Richard, ever. They should name a town hall after you. Richard Town Hall, for sure. And then they should have a giant ship on top of the town hall, on top of the roof. And then a statue of you being the greatest captain ever, who ever sailed the roofs of this extraordinary town. A flying ship indeed. If anyone could create a flying ship, it would be you, Richard. It would be you. I am a young 49, so that's great. 49, Elvis! I thought you were in your 20s. Or maybe I assume too much on the internet. For sure. At least with Richard, I can see a very extraordinary face. So I can tell. He is very young indeed. And Waitroff, 65 young. You are all fooling me. I suspected Anne might have been in her 30s or 40s, but how many reveals I give to you today. Wow. That's old enough to be my aunt. Wow. That's young enough to be my stepsister. Never forget that. It's a great motto to live by. So we have Richard, who is 53. We have Elvis, who is 49. And we have Anne, who is 65. Interesting demographic on my channel, wouldn't you say? Great celebratory enlightenment for me. Great, great clapping to the heavens or to atheism, whichever suits you, whichever becomes you. I am sorry, Elvis. Oh, wait. Elvis, I am called the Grandma Metal. Well, I don't think you're old enough for that title, Anne. Even if you have grandchildren, they are what we call in the prototype phase. You need to be at least 80 years old to be an official grandmother. It is not the truth before then. Unless you have the elixir of ultimate perfume. I refused to watch them for a year after I heard of them. Then I was drunk one night. Ah, that's the sailor's life for you, Richard. Sailor's life, for sure. You were very stubborn to wait an entire year. Did you actively refuse, or did you just forget about them? That would be more understandable. But to actually avoid them for a year on purpose, that is very stubborn behavior. To you! Ah! You hate that noise for sure. And stumbled onto the Colbert Show performance of Give Me Chocolate. It was like a religious experience. Did you find them on YouTube, Richard, or did you watch it on the television? It was not that long ago, was it? I am sorry if I am mumbling my words. I am a bit dry, I think. How long has we been going? I have grown lisps. I have grown stutters. I have grown a great dry breath for me. 1.5 hours we are approaching. That's not even that long. The last stream or 2 streams ago, wasn't that like 3 hours, or did I imagine that? Sue Metal is a unique voice in the world. She is a unique personality, a unique performer. They all are, for sure. A lot of the people I react to seem to be Bobby Metal, X Japan, Nightwish, indeed. Very abnormal, very terrific, very genius. Great fusions. Where are we? Where are we? You are right, Elvis. Nightwish ignited my passion. Ah, lovely to have passion at such a young age for something beyond yourselves. That is a great thing. Young people need much guidance today, much inspiration. I'm glad that you found yours on Waichoff. Richard, thanks for the kind words. Thank you to you, Anne. Thank you to all who suffer for their crimes. Oh, I better not show my wobbly knees on the stream. I almost created a flying ship by accident. Ah, Richard! I knew you were a genius to you. All the greatest things are created by accident, like fudge. Do you eat fudge? I believe that was created accident by Professor Fudge, who wished to create caramel, but messed it up. He fudged it up, and he ended up creating fudge. And we never looked back. Humanity was forever grateful, forevermore. And Professor Fudge is in all our hearts and on all our walls forever. Thank you, Professor Fudge, to me. You are a great inspiration to us all. You appeal to old people. I hope you planned it that way when you started your Shana. Elvis. I was actually looking at my analytics a while ago, and it said most of my subscribers. Actually, I don't even think subscribers, but most of my audience were like over 60 or over 50 to 60 and plus. And I didn't put much weight on that ideal, but it seems there was truth in that after all. That was not my plan. That was not my commitment. Wow, maybe I should. Is it old people who are a fan of Bobby Metal and Nightwish? Or is it that just the old people stay with you and stay with me? Who knows? Maybe the younger people don't have the patience for an old fool such as I. Maybe I'm too lazy for you. I'm looking there at myself and the chat when I could look there at myself and the chat. Oh well. Crying tears from Richard. He is in pure bliss. Or he was about half an hour ago when he sent that emoji. Lol, I'm 24. So we all have different ages. Well, it would be extraordinary if we all had the same age, Jeffrey. A great, great coincidence that would be, but I acknowledge your sentiment. For sure! I worked on a ship near time, and any time, one time, and the mate tried to get me to watch them, but I was a snob. All the great captains are, Richard. You are the greatest captain ever. So by default, you should have been the snobbiest. Don't take it too hard on yourself, and we won't judge you. The great captains must sacrifice their humanity. For sure. So here we are. They just need just the right amount of humanity to do their job and have a little bit of compassion, just in case you get stranded on Skull Island or Gulliver's Travels. Yes. It had nothing to do with genius. 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 You are a genius, Richard. Don't be so humble to me. I have to go and start dinner. Take care, everyone. I hope it's very tasty for you, Anne. The tastiest dinner ever. Farewell, my Munchin. Take care, my Munchin. Ah! Have a good night, Anne. Thanks, Richard. You too. You too. Is it night where you are? It's night where I am also. I did not realize how time flies for me. 8:39 where I am. Been streaming 1 hour and 32 minutes. Actually, that's not true. I was streaming in my last stream before I disconnected. Who knows how long that was? Ironic. I always get lots of viewers and then I disconnect and get less viewers. But that is the tragedy. This is the commitment, and that is your sword. Through your brain, yes. Bye bye, Anne. That is creepy to me. He disconnected again. Jeffrey, did I fool you? Or were you joking? I am a great actress. I am the greatest actress ever that you will see. Bye, Elvis. Are you alright? Thank you for your concern, the great, great Queen Anne, or Princess Anne, but yes, I am as fine as I can be while suffocating under my crimes and my chili venom. Yes. Less than 5 GMT. 5 hours behind. Is that your meaning? He died for you when you left. Richard gets it! Every time I die, and every time I am reborn. You know, I was considering doing a stream for 60,000 views. It wasn't that long ago I reached 50,000. I'm on 61,000 now. But since it wasn't that long, then I didn't bother. You know, I'll do another one at maybe 75,000 views, channel views. And what was this stream for? Yes, my 100th video ever. So it's not going to be that regular. But I do streams on my main channel. So if you want to take part in more streams like this, do subscribe to my main channel, The Moonchin King. This is my 101 video now. Since my last one I got disconnected, I could have put part 2, but this is the reality now. 101 videos on this channel. So how long shall we go on for? I wonder. We still have 3 people, not including myself, on the stream. Richard, Elvis, and Jeffrey, perhaps. What say you? Matilda Gothica. She came from my main channel. I created 3 channels at the end of January. This one, my gaming channel, The Moonjin Plays. I'm currently playing Red Dead Redemption 2, the story mode. I streamed that today also for a bit. So if you want to see me over there, then do. I would be grateful to you. If you want to see me game, then go over there. I haven't been uploading to Twitch recently. I'm not sure because first of all I've been busy, and secondly I haven't really been that busy. I'm supposed to have been busy, but I've not been busy, and that makes me very anxious to you. My nose is getting blocked in here. That's why my voice is going off the rails. Hang on for you. Moon Chin Plays. You know, the great thing about gaming streams is that you can still talk in the chat. You can still talk to me, and I can still respond, and you can still see me. But then you can also see a nice game to occupy your mind. Removes dead air as such. But I don't think we really get any dead air over here. I talk way too much to you. That is my gumming channel, if you see me over there. I have long streams over there also. So if you like talking to me here, I'm sure you like talking to me there. Click on one of my videos just to see what they're like. I really want to get Red Dead Redemption over with because it's so long. And a lot of it is lots of boring walking around, riding around on a horse across countryside just to get to your next mission. And yet that takes up most of the game. It's just traveling and traveling like it's Middle Earth. But the action is fun when you get to it. I would be glad to see it, Richard. Maybe you should upload to your YouTube, indeed. You have another 45 minutes of work or off work, Elvis. Same, you got time. Time is the greatest commodity. If you have things to do them to you. Don't waste your time on an old, creepy, masked man for you. For sure. I'm basically just playing Red Dead Redemption at the moment because the story is so long, so I've got no time for anything else. I've been playing Battlefront 2 Star Wars, but got a bit sick of it because I've been playing that non-stop since November pretty much when I got my PS4. I want to get into Arkham Knight. I want to play Spider-Man. That's why I got the PS4. One of the reasons I wanted to play Spider-Man. But I couldn't get the Spider-Man bundle. I got the Red Dead bundle because I took too long to decide whether to get Xbox or a PS4, and then which bundle to get for Black Friday. And then by the time I chose on Spider-Man, it was sold out. Typical. This is a good lesson. Make your decisions. Act fast. Do what you need to do as soon as you can do them. No dilly-dallying over here. Do excuse the dead body over there. It won't hurt you, I'm sure. I made him into a sausage. Well, I'm in the process. Not too. It would be a bit too gruesome for the stream, so I covered it up for you. I will have a lovely dinner for my piggies later. Well, maybe tomorrow. Might just settle on some Pringles tonight and my very chilly coffee. Lovely water. GTA Online and World of Warships. Have you played the story of GTA, Richard? I've not played the new one. I've not played it in many years. That's something that's been requested of me also. Grand Theft Auto. Never played World of Warships. Not sure what it looks like. I think actually it might. It does ring a bell. Actually, I think I saw it free on the PlayStation Store earlier. Maybe I'll try it one day. Rocket League. No, I never really had any interest in Rocket League. It looks very babyish to me. It looks like it's for 5 year olds, and yet it seems popular with older people also, so I'm not sure. But I suppose the best games are for bubbies. The most addictive games are for juveniles, so I understand you to me. You should watch Metrock Live now. 38 minutes. You mean watch it right now? I mean, I could. But then I wouldn't be able to record it. Yes. Right now. You don't want... If you want me to watch it now, I could. But then I can't record it. It's up to you if you want a recorded video of it. And if I watch it now, I can't show it to you on the stream either. For 2 reasons. I'm using my webcam, which I use to record videos, already on YouTube, so I can't open my OBS as I usually do. In my software, I can't use my camera for the stream and use it to stream again. And the second reason is YouTube. I've seen that people are getting blocked for reacting on their live streams to music, so that's very dangerous for sure. The movies are still being worked on. Do tell me once they have been completed. I would witness these for sure. I think you should upload if you can. If it's acceptable. If it's within the realms of possibility. But I will look at your Dropbox once you have access to me. Elvis, is that from last year? Metrock 2015. Great games, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, God of War. I've heard great things about God of War. The Last of Us doesn't seem like it would be my kind of game, but I don't really want to take the risk at the moment because Red Dead Redemption, I don't want a repeat of being stuck in a really long, drawn-out game when you'd rather be playing something else. So I want to play Shadow of War. Ah! Oh, wow. I have a very snotty mask for you right now. I have sneezed 26 times in this mask, and I am spreading my fungus across my entire remains. Have fun with that imagery in your brains. I would like to play Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, Spider-Man, Fortnite, I've never played, Apex Legends, why not? PUBG, never played. These sorts of games. I want to play Lego Avengers, why not? The Lego Star Wars is the classic Lego video game. I've never played the Clone Wars version of that game. I've never played the Force Awakens version either. Did you hear there's a new Star Wars game that was announced at Celebration for consoles also? I forgot what it's called. Jedi Knight Fallen Order. Was that it? Or did I imagine that title? Comes out in November. You can pre-order now. The Moonchin King, the Sausage King of the UK. I don't like to boast to you, but it's very true. I have much experience with the dead, if you know what I mean. Crying eyes from Jeff. I have no clue of the context now, since I am so delayed at talking, but I am sure it was a great joke for sure. Yes, right now. You can edit the recording from here. You'd have to link and sync it later. It would be a great crime for us. The problem is, Elvis, I would probably get a strike. I know other YouTubers have gotten banned from live streaming, actually, not just a strike. And they haven't been able to get back into streaming after reacting to music on stream. I know Rob K reacts. He never streams music anymore on YouTube. I think he was banned, actually. He might still be banned. I know he wasn't supposed to be banned anymore, but he still can't get into it. So I don't want to risk that, indeed. I know he does it on Twitch. Maybe I'll consider on Twitch. That's what Rob K does. So do follow my Twitch. Oh wait, do you follow my Twitch? And yes, I've not been streaming over there recently, but I will in a while. It just seems, a bit difficult trying to grow on two platforms. And I already started Red Dead over on my YouTube, so I might as well continue. But I considered doing the multiplayer on Twitch, the online on Twitch, and the story mode on YouTube. So that I think I might work with that structure. You played the story many times, still do. I could not play Red Dead the story many times. Someone said they did it like 20 times, and I was gobsmacked how could they had the patience. How they had the blasphemy to do this to me and to themselves. You should watch the Meet Metrock as a reaction. It's a great Bobby Metal performance. It's quite long, isn't it? Also. And I do think I'll be ending the stream shortly as well. So I got a stuffy nose, you might have noticed. Oh, how he suffers for his crime. Bless you! Bless me! Bless she! And bless he! And bless it! And bless they, I guess, for me. Alright, I have noticed. What have you noticed, Elvis? What have you noticed? You've noticed that people's channels have been blocked from live streaming. Oh, have you noticed my suffering? Oh, my absence on Twitch. Yes, very difficult to... I got 7 followers now. I believe you need 50 followers to get partnered. No, not partnered, affiliated. And it's funny, I actually almost reached the average viewer that I needed at that time. Which is, I think you need at least 3 average viewers and 50 followers and a certain amount of hours that you stream. And I already did it almost halfway on my first or second streams that you were in. But it's because I don't play Battlefront 2 anymore. Because I spend all my time when I'm gaming on Red Dead Redemption 2. Takes so long, so I might as well put my energy into it. Uh, and after I've done that, I might do the multiplayer online on. I don't know. What game should I play next? I might go into Fortnite or Apex. Probably Apex, which skip Fortnite because it seems to be getting out of hand. And Apex is the new thing, so why not? It's almost 9 o'clock where I am, so I think I will end in 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Well, I could be going by the stream clock. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 15 minutes, so I could end the stream in 10 minutes. Or I could go by the actual time, which is 3 minutes to 9. 3 minutes to the hour, so I could end in 3 minutes or 10 minutes. Oh, we have another viewer. I joined your Twitch, but I never do it. I don't even know what it is. Only social stuff I do is YouTube and Facebook. Well, Twitch is just a streaming site. It's like what we're doing now. It's like my gaming channel, but people don't just stream games. They stream podcasts. They stream entertainment. They stream all sorts. Maybe you should give it a browse. It's like YouTube, but it's no pre-recorded videos you can upload. It's all purely streaming and saved streams. And not just for me, Richard. You should, if you have time and you are curious, why not just look around, see what there is to discover? You can watch people play GTA online if you were so inclined, or you could watch maybe podcasts on some topic you are interested in. I've no clue. I've not really looked around myself except for a couple of games, but couple of gaming streams, but that's about it. It's like YouTube. If you follow someone, you'll get alerted when they're online. I think if you have notifications, and same with YouTube, you get notified when I upload, and then you can join me. But I'm trying to grow on YouTube so I can transfer my YouTubers over onto Twitch. That would be easier because the more viewers you have, the higher up on the page you are in the search. And that means that more people will find you and more people will join our great, great, great tribe, our gang. And I am your very humble chief of security. For you! You. You need to get a Bobby Metal reaction in on Wednesday so you can get on the Reddit thread Thursday. What day is it today? To me, it's Friday. Don't worry, I'll get a Bobby Metal out. Not just one, I'll get maybe 3 or 4 by next week. So I will work on that for you. It's funny, really, the amount of time I spend on the stream. I could perhaps have recorded a lot of videos in that time. But sometimes you just don't have the mentality for it, also. Sometimes you just can't do the things that you want to do, even if you really want to do it. And also, it was my 100th video ever, so I wanted my stream to be my 100th. I've already recorded a Bobby Metal reaction. I don't know if it will get uploaded. Hopefully it will! But I haven't actually had a lot of problems recently with blocking. They blocked one of my old videos, Cinco Pashan, that had 900 views, so I need to upload that because that was quite popular. But I also need to listen to new things, record new things. Wow, my throat is dying to me. High five, Richard! High five to you! Kids these days under ADD for services. What is ADD? Attention deficit. Attention deficit. Attention doomsday death. Attention destruction doomsday death. Anonymous! My kids only do Facebook when they want to get a hold of me now. It's all Instagram and whatever. Yes, Facebook seems to be the bullied child of today. People seem to prefer Twitter and Instagram. So, Instagram's, of course, mainly for photos, but you can upload videos and you can direct message people. I talk to Matilda a lot on Instagram. We talk. She lives in Israel. I live in United Kingdom, but we have instantaneous talk. Extraordinary behavior for sure. On Instagram, but you can have the same function on Twitter, of course, with DMs. And actually, YouTube also has a messaging thing, messages, but I don't think anyone uses it for some reason. But there we are. Don't worry, we'll be here when you reach 1 million subscribers. Ah, that would be very dreamy to me. Thank you, Jeffrey. I hope I'm not dead by then. I'm hoping you're not dead by then. I'm hoping none of us are dead by that moment in time. If you are dead, I'll write a memoriam for you and hang it behind me. This is to Jeffrey Granda, who died before I could reach 1 million subscribers. That might be a few decades to come. Hopefully, it will be tomorrow. We can only dream. I see. I know, Elvis. Ah, I would watch you, but that's kind of it. But I guess I can check it out. Well, you never know who you might discover, for sure. 101! Yes, this stream is my 101 upload, including my blocked videos and including my previous streams. I believe, anyway. I like the streams. You are the only one I've really participated with. Ah, have you not? You said you watched Rob K, didn't you? Did you not go onto his streams? He has a Twitch. He streams on Twitch. I think regularly. He has a schedule. I think he has a schedule on YouTube that he talks about it. I follow Rob K, so if you go to my channel on Twitch and click on who I follow, you'll be able to find Rob K's channel also that way. I don't actually watch him. I guess I'm just never on when he's online, but I watched him that one time when Elvis was in the stream. It was Michael Jackson live in Bucharest, 1992. That's when I made my account on Twitch actually. That's the only reason. Because to comment on the stream, you have to have an account. So that's when I made the account so I could comment on the stream. Because no one was commenting. He only had a few viewers and it was basically just me commenting for a while. So and then Elvis joined, and I think one other possibly. But that's when I created the Twitch. And then I thought, why not try streaming? It's just as easy as YouTube to stream. So try it. See if I get any luck. But no, I think I gave up pretty soon on that. I should get back to it. YouTube used to, but stopped it. What did YouTube stop, Richard? I wonder. Used to have the messaging. Are you referring to messaging? I still have the message icon up here. Introducing a new way to share. It was introduced 3 months ago. Don't have any friends on there. I was messaging Sinbad, a guy who pops up in my gaming stream sometimes, a few months ago. So it's not that old, the messaging function. The new version of it, anyway. It's like a bit like Facebook the way it looks. Also a bit like Twitch, actually. Where are we now? Ah! Have a good night, Elvis. You have a good night, KFC also. Talk with you in your dreams. Oh no, I've stopped! What's happened? Elvis, look what you did to me! Wow, what is happening? What is happening? I have no clue what is happening. Hang on. I really have no idea. Is the stream still on? Great big buffering. Wow! What happened? Oh well, if this is my end, then so be it for me. Are we still here? Um, just the videos. I follow him too. That's something new I don't know about then. Yes, I don't think anyone really uses the YouTube messaging, but it does seem to be there still. Probably my laptop then. That's gone all faulty. Uh, okay, Prince of Shadow and this bear V. You see next time, and hope you do react to some Slipknot snuff. Or before I forget, are good. I will try bear that in mind, Jeffrey Granda. Maybe I'll build up a Slipknot community, but it's very difficult to juggle everybody, of course. Uh, the YouTube thing, yes. Is this your moment of leaving, Jeffrey? I wonder. Elvis, Jeffrey, farewell to you, farewell to all who may live. And discover live control room. Can I see my live control room? 2 hours and 2 minutes. Good. Good. Very good. Who is watching? Comment if you're watching. Is that Richard, Jeffrey, and Elvis? Is Elvis left or is Elvis still here? For watching, one is I, the Moonshine King. You said you were leaving. I did say that. I did say that for sure. I get carried away into oblivion. I think I will end here, however, since Jeffrey seems to be on the verge of destruction and Elvis has deserted his crimes. Richard is still here as ever. I will release you. I will release you. You were pushing me offline. Very gracious for sure, Elvis. Very gracious. So, you have a few seconds to enter your final comments before I die for the last time tonight. Farewell, my munchins. Take care, my munchins. Ah! Good night to you, Richard. Good night for sure. Water would be a great blessing, but not the chili in the cup. That would be very terrible to me. Very, very terrible for sure. Ah! Ah! Ah!